because they'd be getting up right about now to go to Flamborough Speedway to start the go-kart races. Sorry, Gary, are we keeping you awake?
Star Custom Fab, O'Neill's Farm Equipment. Number 2, it's Lee Winger. To his outside out of Port Colborne, the Gilletta Flooring Services, Hayner's Discount Tire and Auto Service. Number 22 is Sean Slider. Starting third out of St. Williams, the Norfolk Appliance Repair. 21J is John Burbridge. The 11 is Jamie Turner at a K-Ster Center in the Charlie B. Honey Ride. Starting fifth out of Fort Erie, the 27Z is Stan Zenken. Starting in sixth out of Carlisle, the Big Road Fleet Company. Number 9 is Steve Lyons. And starting seventh out of Ridgeway, Ontario, the DVC Contracting Ride, it's Josh Slider in the 71S as we go green, and Lee Winger leads down the backstretch.
20 cars signed into the pit area for the SOS 360 Sprint Cars tonight. 20 cars will start the feature, so everybody should get into the big dance later this evening.
Wow, troubles for Slider up into corner number 1. He lost a ton of ground there as Jamie Turner charges on the bottom looking for that second spot.
Jamie Turner and Steve Lyons, a couple of drivers who have raced lots of different kinds of race cars.
Little smoke coming out of that left side of the 22 of Sean Slider. Could be an issue of just too much oil in that machine, or it could be something else as he mightily struggles through 3 and 4.
John Burbridge in that 21 closing in. Could make it a 4-car battle for the second position. Whatever is smoking on the Slider car does not seem to be slowing him down. That slowing down is all handling.
Halfway through this one, Lucas Oil Products heat race number 1 with Lee Winger way out in front. Slider and Turner going at it for the second spot. Then you've got Steve Lyons 4th and John Burbridge Jr. in 5th.
These drivers really working. There's a couple of dips in the racetrack we've not seen all season long, Greg, and these guys are having to miss them. I shouldn't say that. There was a bit of a bump in the last race we had 2 weeks ago.
2 laps left to go for Lee Winger as he flies past the start-finish line. That battle for second, a great one. 3-car battle, Slider, Turner, Lyons, all right there.
All under a blanket, Turner. I thought he was going to have a big run out of turn number 2, but in fact it's Steve Lyons with lots of momentum. He'll bring it around the bottom. They're both right behind Slider. One more lap.
So Lee Winger is ready to cruise to his first heat win of the season in the Weltstar Custom Fab number 2. He'll pick up the win in Lucas Oil Products heat race number 1. Second place looks like Sean Slider out of Port Colborne will pick up second. Third will go to Jamie Turner. 4th is Steve Lyons. 5th, John Burbridge Jr. And 6th will be the 71S of Josh Slider, who comes to a stop up there on the high side of corner number 3.
And that was some good racing there.
Oh, very good for that second spot. Lee Winger hooked up, but that battle for the second spot, Steve Lyons, Jamie Turner, up there with Sean Slider, who you could tell was fighting the car a little bit, but man, he did a nice job holding on to second.
And that's what was so entertaining to me, was watching him battle his own handling, but still give the other racers enough room and not slowing down.
It's Town Line Variety Gertie Engines, number 17X. It's Dynamite, Dane Nida, and starting in 7th out of London. The 4-wide design Speedy Auto Machine, number 15, it's the President, Mike Farrell.
And if you're here for the first time at Ohsweken Speedway, maybe you heard about the Action Expo tomorrow and you decided to come out tonight to check out what we really do here at the Big O. These are qualifying heats. This will help determine where these drivers will line up in the feature events later on.
Ready to go with the green flag, the second qualifying heat for the SOS versus the Cool Kids Core Pack. Sprint Cars green flag is in the air. They'll drag race down into corner number 1. Krutchka and Hendricks at it.
Wow, Krutchka with a good start. Mitch Brown passed a full row and then bobbled down in turn number 1. He's back in the 5th position. Krutchka to the lead.
Krutchka will come across the stripe and lead lap number 1 with Hendricks in tow. Jim Hoopinen, second place in points coming into tonight. He's right there in 3rd. Gets to the inside of Hendricks, who washed up the track, so give second to Hoopinen.
Well, Hendricks wanted to sweep around the outside of Krutchka, and Mikey drove up the track in 1 and 2. Not a lot of room for Hendricks to work with as he went even higher, almost ran out of banking.
Another car that seems to be struggling just a little bit. Dane Nida had problems that time through 3 and 4 as he tries to set his sights on the top 3. First night again in that Nathan Ackland Racing, number 17X.
Krutchka takes it up to the top. Hoopinen down to the bottom of the racetrack. He'll make the pass on the 0-1. Hoopinen, your new race leader.
Cross flags going up in the air. 4 laps on the board. 4-year leader, Jim Hoopinen. Second, Mikey Krutchka. Third is Tyler Hendricks. Then it's Dynamite, Dane 9 in 4th. And Mitch Brown closing in on that top 4.
The 5 cars still within half a straightaway at the front of this field. Hoopin pulling away slowly from Mikey Krutchka, but a 1/10 of a second faster each lap, maybe a little bit more.
Good fight right now for fourth, as Nida gets passed now by Brown going down the backstretch, but Nida is going to fight back in the outside line.
Nida working that outside groove. Mitch Brown down in the rough stuff on the bottom. He'll complete the pass.
White flag going on the field. Jim Hoopin in the Red Rocket leading the way. The driver to Fenwick, Ontario. Got to see his brother inducted into the Wall of Fame last time we raced a couple of weeks ago. He leads over Krutchka, Hendricks, and Brown.
Watch Tyler Hendrick drive it into 3. He drove it about 15 car lengths deeper than Krutchka.
Checkers go in the air. The win goes to Jim Hoopin, and second will be Mikey Krutchka. Third goes to Tyler Hendricks. Fourth will be Mitch Brown. Fifth, Dane Nida. Sixth goes to Frank Baranowski. And seventh will be the 15 of Mike Farrell. So there's your winner of the second qualifying heat out of Fenwick. The Red Rocket, Jim Hoopin, picks up the win in Creative Edge Science and Graphics heat race number 2.
Tyler Hendricks couldn't make that move stick, but did you see him drive down into turn 3?
Oh, he was going far deeper than anyone else. He'd get at least to where it says Ohsweken Speedway on the inside blocks, just full bore into the corner. And, man, if he could have made it stick one time off of 4, he would have made the pass complete. But and to his outside, his younger brother at a Keister Center, the Aces Bar and Grill, J&E Recovery, Plastic Soda Recycler. 91 is Ryan Turner. Starting in 5th, out of Thames for the Vipond Ellercarn DuPont. Number 6 is Curtis Gartley. And starting in the back in the Little Bend 110 out of Brantford, the Auto Refinishers Canada, Hills Tire and Gas, Rhodes Barbecue, Little Bend 110 is Jake Brown. 6 cars, 8 laps. And this O'Neill's Farm and Garden heat race number 3. Dylan Westbrook out in front. He's got a good advantage right now for Ryan Turner, Adam West, and here comes Jake Brown from the back row, already up to 3rd.
Didn't waste any time putting the hammer down. He is embroiled in a battle. Jacob Brown, Adam West down on the inside, right along the concrete barriers on the bottom of the racetrack. Gartley has to check up a little bit as he got close to Turner in the 97.
Dylan Westbrook running a great season right now. Of course, picking up a couple of SOS wins, a Patriot Sprint Tour race, and a win with the Empire Super Sprints. He is checked out right now over Ryan Turner. Jake Brown in that 3rd spot. Corey Turner now finally gets himself up into 4th.
This field kind of sorted out. Everybody running on their own at the halfway point. Dylan Westbrook well out in front of Ryan Turner in that 91 machine. Jacob Brown trying to close the distance. Little bit of smoke out of the Corey Turner 97.
As Dylan Westbrook will lead them into corner number 3. This time by will complete lap 6. 2 to go for DW. Dylan Westbrook out in front over Ryan Turner, Jake Brown, Corey Turner. And the battle now is between Adam West and Curtis Gartley for 5th and 6th.
Close battle as the leader's about to take the white flag. Gartley up to the outside. Adam West down low. They'll close in on the back straightaway.
Well, it doesn't matter what race he's in. This man's usually at the front of the pile. Here he is off of corner number 4. Dylan Westbrook picks up the win in O'Neill's Farm and Garden heat race number 3. Ryan Turner 2nd. Jake Brown finishes in the 3rd spot. 4th is Corey Turner. 5th will go to Curtis Gartley. And 6th is Adam West. So that concludes qualifying for the Southern Ontario Sprints versus the Cool Kids Core Pack Sprint Cars.
Maybe I'm way out of the loop, Greg, but where's Glenn Styres?
Honestly, I don't know. Don't know.
I hear he
He's
sometimes
here.
races at Ohsweken.
He's here, but I don't know. Of course, the last we saw him was that wild ride he took down the front stretch.
He was nursing a sore hip after that one.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, 20 drivers ready to battle for you. This is challenge race number 2 of the season. They are 4 wide and fancy for you, the fans. This is the Southern Ontario Sprints versus the Cool Kids Ice and Water Core Pack Merchandising Sprint Cars. White flag goes on the field. Next time by, we'll go green flag racing. 25 laps the distance here tonight. The Strickland GMC Pace truck will head off the track. 2x2, 10 rows of beautifully prepared sprint cars ready to come to life. Lee Winger, Jim Hoopinen on the front row. Kyle McKenzie with double green flags in hand. Ladies and gentlemen, you came looking for a show. Well, here you go. Let's end all the anticipation as we bring to you the feature presentation. Wow, bicycling hard, the 47X of Dylan Westbrook. He'll lose 2 spots through corners 1 and 2.
That car, something not right. It's unusual to hit 2 corners in a row and bounce, and he's still bouncing.
Leader at the front of the field, Jim Hoopinen in the 14H, looking for win number 2 in the season. Lee Winger right now in second. Jake Brown right there in third.
Lee Winger looking good in that second position in the early laps of this one. There's a lot of cars bucking on the racetrack. But Hoopinen, he's found a line that works for him, putting on a show, driving away from the field right now in the lead.
Steve Lyons had a close call there in 3 and 4. He'll gather things back up in car number 9. As out in front, Jim Hoopinen leads on lap number 4. Second place right now, Lee Winger. Third is now Ryan Turner as he slides by Jake Brown, who's lost the side of his wing. The complete side of the Little Bend 110 is gone.
That's an important part of that wing. Gives you a lot of your side bite. And he sails it up the racetrack in 3 and 4. Nothing to keep him in the ballpark.
Pretty sure the top wing is laying on the outside of corner number 2 on the high side. I believe they may stay under green, but Jake doing a nice job holding on to the car with half a wing.
That's got to be a handful for Jake Brown. Dylan Westbrook has gotten around Mikey Krutchka. He takes on the 4th position.
Jim Hoopinen right now is the leader. He's gotten by a couple of lap cars. Then you've got Lee Winger back in second, Ryan Turner in third, and a great recovery by the 47X of Dylan Westbrook right there in fourth.
So Hoopinen working through some lap traffic right now. He drives to the inside of Adam West in turn 3, right around the bottom of the racetrack.
Oh, and Jake Brown just ran over his own top wing, I believe, up there in corner number 2. He's trying to hold on to that car, but is just flying off the corners.
Unbelievable, the car control he's showing right now, and Brown is out of steam. I believe he's going to roll to a stop there, and I don't blame him one bit.
So chance for everyone to catch their breath with 8 laps complete. Still 17 to go in this one. Challenge races are 5 laps longer than a usual Friday night show. As Jake Brown comes to a stop up in the high side of corner 4, the whole left side, the driver's side panel on the top wing gone. And I believe that's what's sitting on the high side of corner number 2. And he ran over that the last lap around. Now, I don't believe he cut a tire down. If he did, it was the left rear, but it doesn't look like it.
Well, and it's really not that long a repair to replace the top wing. If his father, Doug Brown, and the rest of the crew have the equipment ready, they can make that swap in a bit of a hurry.
Jake did a phenomenal job driving that car, missing that panel. That was a handful, you could tell.
It completely, like, I can't even explain how much that changes the setup on a race car, because your setup revolves around that top wing.
Essentially, you're pitching it into the corner, sending it sideways, and that left panel is the one that's sticking way up in the air, catching.
3 with a spotlight. So when they start to come back, you can build the hype.
Well, guys, he just went in and got a new top wing. They tell me no adjustments on the 110, just bolted a new top wing on and sent Jake back out.
It's going to be fun to watch him come from the rear of the field here as we get back to the green flag. Single file past the cone. Hoopinen will set the pace in corner 4, 17 laps left to go.
The car in second place is Adam West. He is a lap down, so Lee Winger in that white machine has got to get around Adam West, and then he can look to challenge for the lead.
Winger slips by West and has that second spot. West stays right behind him. Ryan Turner in the 91 right now, third. And right now, Mikey Krutchka in the top 5 with a nice run tonight.
Mikey Krutchka holding on strong there. He was battling with Westbrook just before that caution. And now Westbrook gets to the inside of Turner and asserts himself to take over the third spot.
Troubles for both Sean Slider and Curtis Gartley. It looks like both drivers will head off and into the pit area with Jim Hoopinen, your leader. Dylan Westbrook now challenging for the second spot as he looks to the inside of the 2 of Lee Winger.
Westbrook and Winger. Westbrook down low, pulls the slider coming out of turn number 4. Dylan Westbrook to the second spot.
Now, does he have enough time? We're not yet to the halfway point, just about there in this 25-lap affair. Jim Hoopinen's got a sizable advantage. Dylan Westbrook clear in second.
Another driver I've been watching, Tyler Hendricks, doing a great job in that 38 machine. He is closing in on the 9 of Steve Lyons. Just ahead of them, Mikey Krutchka and Ryan Turner duking it out for the 4th spot.
Halfway through this event, Jim Hoopinen, your leader. Dylan Westbrook in second. The differential about 2 seconds right now between first and second.
And a great 3-car battle for third. Lee Winger in the 2. The 91 of Ryan Turner. Mikey Krutchka in the 0-1. 3 wide in turn number 4.
Off the corner they come. Turner remains in that third spot. But Winger slides back now to 5th. Krutchka to the inside of Turner. Great battle side by side.
The setup really coming to Mikey Krutchka here in the late going of this race as he gets to the inside of Ryan Turner. Krutchka up to 3rd with 10 laps to go.
Krutchka won this event a few years back in the SOS Challenge, and here he is. He's up there into the top 3. He desperately needs a caution now.
Well, there's lap traffic up there as well. Hoopinen has cleared it. He's got some more in front of him, and John Burbridge. Dylan Westbrook gets around Mike Farrell, so now he's got the leader in sight, just less than half a straightaway.
Oh, yeah, he's cut that lead big time. Now it's 1.2 seconds. We'll see what it is this time across the stripe. And at the line, 0.9 seconds now. He's right there in some lap traffic right in front of the leader.
He just lost a lot of ground there. He lost the grip coming through turn 2. Lost some ground. He's trying to make it up all at once there in 3 and 4, but Westbrook.
Yeah, he lost a tenth of a second.
Yellow. We are under yellow. Debris in turn number 1, and we've got ourselves a new race.
So there goes the lead, completely evaporated for Jim Hoopinen. Dylan Westbrook, they're in second, and this plays into the favor of Mikey Krutchka. Man, Mikey is quick tonight up there in third.
Well, Westbrook and Krutchka just recently ran their fastest lap times of the race, a 14.4 and a 14.5. Jim Hoopinen's best lap of the race was lap 1.
Well, I know Mikey got that new motor this year. He's telling me he's not too happy with how it's running. He says he was flat-footed the whole way around here. But one thing, if you notice, Mikey pulled up along some of these lap cars, kind of giving them hand signals. I don't know if they're making deals here, but we'll see what happens, guys.
Well, it's pretty commonplace. It's a courtesy for the lead lap car to pull alongside the direction they want to pass. So we'll see if that worked out for Mikey Krutchka. But right now, Hoopinen's got Westbrook all over his back end as they head back to the green.
Boy, Westbrook was ready to go when the green flag dropped. And he has gone by the leader, but here comes Hoopinen, not letting him go.
Krutchka to the outside, gets around a couple of slower cars. We're side by side for the lead. Westbrook to the outside. He'll take over the top spot.
This is just how they run in the standings right now. Westbrook, your leader. Hoopinen in second. Krutchka trying to work around the lap car. Burbridge right now, he's in third.
Wow, Tyler Hendricks just what do they call that? Thread the needle. That's what I was trying to say, as we've got 5 laps to go.
Westbrook has got the lead, but he's not pulling away by any means. Hoopinen trying everything he can to find some bite and get an advantage on Westbrook, but Westbrook leads on lap 21, 4 to go.
Further back, the Brown brothers are having a great race in 3 and 4. Coming down the backstretch with just a few laps remaining. Westbrook out in front by about 8 car lengths over Hoopinen. Then Mikey Krutchka all by his lonesome in 3rd.
Yeah, Jake coming back into a top 10 spot right now, trying to get by his brother Mitch, and he'll do so off of corner 4. Good rally for him after changing that top wing.
Oh, Dylan Westbrook out of control in 4. Shoots across the racetrack. Here comes Hoopinen.
Hoopinen on the outside line, trying to get the run off of corner number 2. Great battle at the front with now a lap and a half to go.
Dylan Westbrook does not have a line to run. He's going to the bottom, and then the car shoots across the track. He is out of control.
One more time around. Hoopinen is right there now in lap traffic in front of the leader, who's going to make it back to the checkered flag first. Westbrook down the backstretch. Hoopinen in tow.
Hoopinen's got one more shot to try to do it. Westbrook throws the car into turn 3. He'll take the win. Westbrook, Hoopinen, Mikey Krutchka rounding out the top 3. What a finish with the SOS Sprint Car Challenge race. Something had gone amiss on the Dylan Westbrook number 4, because Westbrook, that car would not hold a line. He'd take it down to the bottom. It would shoot across the racetrack to the outside. He was hanging on for dear life. But the one thing Dylan Westbrook won't do is lift off the throttle. So it would appear we are going to forego victory lane. We're trying to beat the raindrops once again. The crate sprints rolling onto the racetrack. 2 more races to go here tonight. The mini